So as promised, I'm logging into EverQuest 2 under Zarsi, which is my Dark Elf Berserker. We left off in the Lesser Faydark. Pretty much there were 2 quests that required me going to a heroic area within the Lesser Faydark. I wanted to make sure I had some time to play it using a different headset, so hopefully this is a little bit better, not too much feedback when the mic kind of went into play on this headset. Before I was using a wireless headset through USB. This one I'm actually working with a USB direct line headset to the computer. So let's get myself into third person view like I always like to play. Alright, so the quest I'm going to be working on is going to be acting on a hunch, where I have to locate the main provision tent in the Thexian camp in Lesser Faydark, as well as reverse engineering part 2. Same Thexian camp that I have to go to, but I have to fight apothecaries and lieutenants to get updates. Pretty much we're obtaining 3 sets of armor from each set of enemies. So I'm going to go ahead and head over there. I'm still kind of in the middle of level 60, so a lot of these creatures are going to still be aggro to me. But I'm just going to kind of run through just to kind of get through to where I need to go. Yes, I know, I skipped that shiny. Not gonna worry about it. Go ahead and climb down the wall. Kind of the secret shortcut to the Thexian camp. Unfortunately, with Berserkers, you can't invis yourself. So I am gonna need to fight my way over to where I need to go. So we're just gonna go around in a circle here. Luckily, most of them I could kind of run by. The soldier, unfortunately, I was too close to. So, but we'll dispatch of that. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this dragoon. It is a 3-star enemy, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher. But since it's level 55 and I'm 5 levels higher, hopefully I can dispatch of it pretty quickly. Probably just heard my dog bark, so I'm going to just go ahead and mute the mic. Alright, unfortunately I seem to have aggroed 3 more enemies, so I quickly dispatched of them. So luckily, I'm really glad, fighting that dragoon didn't use up a whole lot of power, so that's excellent. So now we're in the Thexian camp. Okay, as you can see, the apothecaries, the lieutenants, they all have those little feathers indicating that I do need to fight them for the update on the quest. I'm going to go ahead and kind of sneak around and fight this lieutenant. So the tent that is now to my right is where I actually need to go for the quest acting on a hunch. It's got 3 barrels that I got to click on individually to get the update on that. So most likely when I'm done fighting this lieutenant, as long as no one else aggroes, go ahead and move over to that tent to get the update on acting on a hunch. Alright, so pretty good up with getting that one. Alright, let's get the update. Alright, so I got the updates. So with acting on a hunch, pretty much I gotta go back to Master Lu's son. Not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna see if I can get the updates I need on the remaining lieutenants and apothecaries. Hopefully I can get them one by one. 2 won't be too bad. So it looks like I ended up pulling this Deceiver. And of course, you know, I gotta worry about the wandering enemies. So I'm gonna go ahead and start using some AoEs, see if I can get them taken out as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I have at least one update from the lieutenant that I fought. I didn't get an update on the second one, unfortunately. That's kind of like the hard thing, is it's not a guarantee update. So let's go ahead and take out this lieutenant. Probably pull that apothecary, which is totally fine. Oh, pulled 3 this time. Probably would help if they didn't keep stunning me, because then I could actually use my abilities. Alright. Go ahead and go for this apothecary, because that's going to be a little bit more important than the dragoon. Alright, got the update for the apothecary, so I should be 1 and 1. Oh, I'm 1 and 2. So it just means I need 1 more update from a lieutenant and 2 more updates from apothecary. Go ahead and get this dragoon dispatched. Unfortunately, that wandering demonologist is going to start to join the fight as predicted. So this is the only thing that I hate about the Phyrexian camp is, well, that, and people who wander around the camp as well. Alright, so I do want to kind of hold off, take a quick break, so that way my health can kind of regenerate itself before I start trying to fight more. Otherwise it's going to make for an interesting time. So I think what I'm going to do is try and go for this apothecary. I'll probably end up pulling the other apothecary and then whoever else is near that tent, versus trying to go for that lieutenant that was over here, because there's a dragoon and I don't want to fight things I don't have to. Alright, so should be good. We're going to go ahead and go for this apothecary. In luck, just the one, so that's good. So trying to use heroic opportunities to kind of add a little bit more damage. This will kind of help get this particular enemy dispatched as quickly as possible. Really starting to hate those demonologists. They are just all over the place. These are easy enough to dispatch of. They're not heroic enemies of any type. They just are super annoying. So unfortunately, I didn't get an update on that apothecary that I was fighting. So I'll have to kind of move on. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try this one. Maybe we'll have more luck with getting an update. Alright, so got an update, so I just need one more apothecary to update. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and... Oh, let's go for this apothecary, actually. So heroic mobs tend to give a little bit more experience because obviously you're fighting a tougher enemy. So kind of, like I said, it's going towards getting to level 70, but because they are 5 levels behind, not going to be like a whole lot of there. Okay, fortunately did not get an update, so we're going to go ahead and fight this apothecary. In luck, just him I pulled, so no extra mobs. Alright, still no update. Still need one more apothecary. Luckily one decided to spawn right there, so we're going to go ahead and just pull him. always nice when you get the updates and then you realize, oh wait, I'm done with the quest. I don't need to be here anymore. So apparently that apothecary was holding out on me. Again, wandering dragoons. The easy dispatch of it. Alright. Let's see here. So there's a lieutenant kind of over here. Apothecary back there. Trying to see what's going to be kind of the best route to go. Guess I will fight this lieutenant. Kind of move over to the side. Kind of control my environment as best as I can. So there's going to be, once I get done with reverse engineering part 2 and the acting on a hunch, the acting on the hunch definitely moves forward with some quest lines that brings me back here. Same with a few other quests from the camp Nightbright. That's going to pretty much have me come back, having to deal with those barrels that I clicked on earlier. So probably just gonna end up doing is kind of running to that, fighting whoever like follows me, and then just kind of move on. Alright. Go ahead and dismount because they don't jump very well. I don't want to aggro that dragoon if I can help it. Let's see if I can climb up here. Usually there's one kind of hidden in this tent, so it looks like I was lucky to find a lieutenant. I do still need those, and I still need one apothecary to update the quest as well. Darn it. It would have been nice if I got an update from that lieutenant, but apparently this quest is just wanting to be stingy with those updates. Okay, so there's an apothecary in the middle of the camp. Luckily, I can go ahead and pull it using a ranged attack. And pull a lieutenant at the same time. It would be nice if both of these gave me the update I need, because I believe that would then finish up this quest. Big no from that apothecary. Alright, Lieutenant, don't fail me now. As much as I would love to keep fighting these heroic mobs, I'd like to kind of move on with the questing. Alright. So, that leaves me, since I got that update, I just need to fight apothecaries. Enough to where they can give me the update I need. So there's a couple in the camp. I'm going to go ahead and jump down and work my way over to this one. And hopefully he will be the magic one that I need. Nope, he has let me down. I did not get the quest update. So that leaves me with then having to fight the one that's back there. Right there. I'm gonna end up pulling probably that dragoon. Trying to avoid having to pull this group here. Oh, in luck. Wait long enough and one will spawn for you. In all honesty, if this one updates the quest that I need, I'm probably just gonna run out of this camp to that wall and climb up it. Nope, of course not. Alright, let's get rid of this lieutenant. The rate this is going, I'm gonna be like level 61 before I get an update from the reverse engineering. Run back here. So another demonologist is about to walk into the camp. Granted, I'm still gonna pull it too. Oh, there it goes. Alright, time to use some AoEs. Nothing good, of course. Alright, let's reassess. So I have that apothecary on the side. Doesn't look like anyone's popped up. So we'll kind of work our way around. Avoid that channeler. I heard an echo. Pretty much they said exactly the same thing at the same time. Gotta love it. Darn. Alright. Gonna have to wait for more apothecaries to respawn, unfortunately. This is like the trouble about this quest is it really does not like giving you those drops. So either you're not paying attention and then you realize you finished the quest, or you're just like looking for that last one to do that last update so that we can move on with your life. Hopefully with my other characters, I've already done these quests and I don't have to do this all over again. Alright, so we have an apothecary that popped up over here. I'm gonna go ahead and use a range attack. Hopefully that's all I pull, but you know, with my luck, it's probably gonna be someone else as well. Alright, so unlock just the one. Come on, apothecary, I need you to be my special mob to update this quest. As you can probably see my experience bar down here, it has been moving along as I've been fighting these heroic mobs. So probably, you know, like I said, hopefully I'll be level 61 by the time I wrap up the quest here in Lesser Faydark. I just have a few left to do. Oh, thank God. Sorry, thank the universe. Alright, so I got my update. Gonna go ahead and put on my mount. I'm just gonna run directly to the wall that I need to go to, as long as I hopefully am not turned around and I know where I'm supposed to be going. Lucky wall, climbing it up. Nice thing is, when you climb up or down a wall, doesn't matter what mobs are following you, they will then disengage because they can't follow you up a wall. Same with they can't follow you down a wall. So again, running through to the stable person. I'm gonna go ahead and ride a horse.
Well met.
To where I need to go. We're just gonna go back to Butcher Block Station. That one I can go ahead and turn in acting on a hunch and get the next quest in line. Alright, as you can tell, I've reached my destination. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head up to Master Lusun to go ahead and turn in the quest. I'm just gonna run through, get stunned of course, and we're just gonna go ahead and turn it in. Not gonna worry about any mobs following me, because if you run far enough, they're just gonna go back to what they were doing.
Hello.
Except for this one, of course. Must have been flying around nearby. Alright. So I got the update. Unfortunately, I have to wait for him to finish whatever it is he's doing to give me the next quest, so I'm just gonna hang out here. Guess while I'm waiting, I might as well just go ahead and switch mounts, because I know I'm gonna need a Sally Raptor, pretty much when I get to Barren Sky.
Well met.
Alright, waited long enough, picking up the next quest where I have to pretty much apply an antidote to those 3 barrels in the Thexian drink supply in the camp. Yes, going back to that heroic place. But before I do that, I'm actually going to turn in the quest at the Nightbright camp. So I'm going to take us travel to Loping Plains, that's where they're located, so I can go ahead and turn in that quest. And then I'm going to probably do the mycotoxins from A to Z, because that guy also gives me a quest that also I need to put something in the drinking supplies, the same barrel, so I might as well just go ahead and knock those 2 quests out at the same time. Alright, so I've reached here. Sorry, usually when I'm traveling like that, I'm often doing something else. So in this case, I was reading a book, waiting for me to travel to the next spot. Alright, so gotta talk to this mender. Don't have anything to repair. He's pretty much the one that gave me the quest itself, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it in. Luckily, that's the only the quest that he gives. Well, he gives another quest before, and then this is the second part. Obviously, because it had part 2 in the title. No other quests from him, so excellent. We're good to move on. Again, trying to wrap up doing quests here in Lesser Faydark. Kind of leaving this zone behind once I get everything taken care of. So where I need to go for the mycotoxins from A to Z is I need to travel over here, because this is where the cave pretty much is in this kind of general area. So what I'm probably going to do is, I think I'm just going to ride there. It's just kind of down this way, versus taking a horse mount to Butcher Block and like jumping off, you know, last minute, what have you. as I'm going the right way. It looks like I am. Alright, so I'm kind of back this way. Essentially, coming up to this river, this stream. So luckily none of these mobs, except for that, am I gonna have to worry about. So I'm gonna just jump and hopefully get past all that. What I'm looking for is this wall back here. Oh, well. That didn't really quite work out, but I need this wall here. Let me climb it, maybe. Yep. Trick worked. So I need this wall here. Sorry. Pretty much this is going to bring me down to this little cave. This is where I'm going to find the bracken that I need. Again, unfortunately, I cannot invis myself, so I'm going to have to fight these mushroom creatures while looking for the bracken. I believe it's the purple ones? No, I think it's the blue ones I actually need for this quest. Luckily, these are not heroic, so I should be able to dispatch them pretty quickly. So yep, it looks like it's the blue ones I need, not these purple ones. Wait, this curator? Okay, hopefully I'm going to be able to finish up these quests, because I only have a little less than 30 minutes left before I have to log off for the night. So we'll see how far I get. Okay, so there's only one to grab from this pile, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Suppose I could run through, but I hate to have to fight like a whole mob. But if it comes down to it, I will definitely do that. Alright, so I'm coming up to another set of blue bracken, so I'm going to go ahead and dispatch of this mushroom creature and see how many I can collect from this mushroom on the side, on the bracken that I need. Sometimes I'm lucky and I can do one or two, or like 2 or 3, so it looks like it's just one again. Alright, so that should give me an update. So I just need 4 more. I think I'm just going to go ahead and run to the next set and see how many I happen to tag along with me. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and use AoEs, take them out as quickly as possible. Alright, let's kind of start looting these. Alright, got 1 left. So 4 is not too bad. And again, these are not heroic mobs, so I should be able to easily dispatch of them. Alright, so 1, 2. Alright, cool. So I can get 2 from this set. So that just leaves me with finding 2 more. Just gonna run through. Alright, since I've got that update, not gonna worry about fighting them. Just gonna run back to the other end, where I first entered this cave. Unfortunately, they all respawn, so I'm gonna be running through a bunch of mobs. But all I have to do is just get to this wall and climb up it, and I'm golden. Alright, so we finished that quest. Go ahead and jump up over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it in. So essentially I'm just gonna run back to the camp where I have to turn in this quest, the Nightbright camp. It would be pointless for me to try and run to a horse station at Butcher Block, since Loping Plain is just nearby, as you can see, because I just ran to that cave from there, so I'm just kind of retracing my steps back. Alright, I'm just going to go up over this hill instead of going around it. Alright, and he is over here.
Hello.
Alright, so I've turned in the quest to Uric. He's giving me a new quest to do. And so pretty much he is having me, I think, poison the drinking supply at the Thexian camp. Whereas the other quest is having me apply an antidote, so it's kind of funny. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and run back to Greater Faydark Station. We're going to use the horse. That's where the Thexian camp is, so I'm going to go ahead and get those two quests updated. And then I believe the only other quest, well, I'll have a few other quests to have to deal with. But I also need to complete the lore and legend for Brownie. Again, it's another creature that I can fight in the Lesser Faydark. I don't think I'll be able to get to that one today. I'll probably be really lucky if I can finish a Strange Brew and applying an antidote. So it just depends on how quickly I can get in and out of that Thexian camp. Again, I thank you guys for joining with me, watching this video. Hope you're enjoying the gameplay. I know it probably seems kind of boring, but this is more just to kind of give you an idea of what EverQuest 2 is like. Again, it's free to play. You don't have to pay for a subscription. I am currently paying for a subscription because I like to have access to all my characters, and there's some perks to having a subscription to it as well. But again, free to play. You have access to pretty much most of the races, classes, because they do add more content to it, and yes, with that content, you probably would have to buy like the expansion. So I know I'm behind on some expansions for EverQuest 2, but I'm not going to kind of worry about that. Alright, just going to kind of run through to this side. Now I'm going to grab everybody. Would not be surprised if I actually aggroed that dragoon behind me as well. Try to get the fastest path to where I need to go. Alright, so the the tent I want is gonna be this blue, greenish one. Fortunately, I'll probably have to fight this lieutenant again. Can't stealth past him. Should just be able to pull that one directly. Oh, no. I lied. There's an apothecary hiding in the other tent. Alright. Let's sneak around and let's do the update again. I'm gonna have to do this 2 times for each barrel. Feel bad for these Thexians if they drink from their water supply. I don't know exactly what's going to happen since I'm applying a poison as well as applying an antidote. So, alright, so got them updated. So again, running out of this cave as quickly as possible to my magical wall that I'm going to climb up. It was crazy when they first introduced climbing up and down walls in EverQuest 2. Like, this is game changer. So pretty much the expansion that added sinking sands is what added the ability to climb up and down walls depending on the zone you're in.
Salutation.
Alright, sloping plains. We're gonna go there first. Alright, so I have maybe about 10 minutes, so I have at least enough time to turn in the quest to Uruk to get that update. I believe that's the last one he gives me itself. Yeah, with my characters, I can't remember where I left off when it comes to the quest in Lesser Faydark. Some I actually, like, completely finished. Others I, like, barely began, so just kind of trying to catch up on completing this. So what I've been doing is trying to play each zone to kind of help level up the character or choose a zone. So for, like, going from level 20 to level 30, I could either choose Thundering Steps, Nectalus Forest, or Butcher Block to do quests in. So I went ahead, most of them I think I did Thundering Steps, and then I do like Nectalus Forest, and I think a few I might have done Butcher Block.
I greet you.
Just to kind of get a little bit more experience to kind of help along. Alright, so I have to choose an item. I think I'm going to go with the helm because it has the same stats, but it actually has more armor class to it. So we're going to go with that one, and I'm going to go ahead and equip it so that way I don't forget to do that. As you may notice, I actually hide the helm from being shown. Some I don't really like how they look, so I usually keep that hidden. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and head over to the Butcher Block station so that way I can turn in applying an antidote. And that should just leave me off with the lore and legend for brownies, which I'll have to unfortunately capture in another video. Luckily, I just need 2 pieces. I need a brownie tooth and a brownie heart. So if the universe is on my side, Hopefully it'll drop those quickly, so that way I can move on to any other quests that I might be needing to work on. Let me double check here. Nope, I just have the only other quests I have selected are some heritage quests. They actually take place in Lava Storm. I'm sure that you've seen from some of my other videos. My other characters working on Legend of Lava Storm and Saving Souls. On Zarsi, I will most likely not record that gameplay. I'm gonna try not to repeat things, just make some things a little different. But I think with Zarsi, what I'm gonna do as far as the next video to record for gameplay is possibly when I get back to Barren Sky again. Since I'm working on like 7 characters, it's all the same zones, so I might just skip that. If I happen to make it to Kylong Plains, I'll go ahead and start recording like my first quest that I pick up there, because I don't think I've yet been able to, or have not recorded that section yet on any of my characters. So on Zarsi, I think that's probably going to be the next video that you see, is when I have made it to Kylong Plains.
Well met.
Alright, so I am now level 61. I finished up the quest here, so all that's left to do here is, like I said, that lore and legend for brownies. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop back down to where the stable master is. I'm probably going to go ahead and log out here. Let's see here. Just checking to see if I have any skills that I need to upgrade for myself. Doesn't look like it. So we are good to go. Alright, again, thank you so much for joining in. Just kind of checking a couple of items. Just make sure. Oh, looks like I can actually upgrade a ring. Do that real quick. And a bracelet, too. Do that one. Alright, just kind of double check things down here. So this bow actually does a little bit more than what I currently have, so I'll go ahead and swap that one out. Alright, we're going to change out the one last bracelet and the necklace. Alright, so it looks like I had some good upgrades from some of the quests. Alright, so I promise, this is it. Wrapping up gameplay. Go ahead and log out. Thank you again for joining. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I know it was a little under an hour, but I look forward to having you watch it, and there'll be more to come.